I'm going to show you how to download your finished file if you're planning on getting your item printed. For this example, I have a graduation invitation that's 5 by 7 inches. And also notice the backside has a photo that reaches the edges of the page. For this first option, go ahead and click Share and Download. This would be best if you're sending it to a local printer and getting it printed there. The file type I would recommend is PDF print, and I would also recommend checking off crop marks and bleed, especially if you have an image or artwork that reaches the edge of the paper. That way it prevents when the image is printed to have a white border around the edges, so it's less of a risk. I also recommend checking off PDF or flattened PDF, but it's not necessary. Basically, it combines the different layers of text, artwork, and images into a single layer, but it does make the file bigger. So this one is up to you. Next is color profile. I would recommend selecting CMYK for the best results, but since not everyone has Canva Pro, we can only select RGB, which is fine, and it's not the end of the world. But if you don't want to upgrade, this is the next best thing. So go ahead and hit download, and you can send that PDF off to your printer. So when you have standard dimensions like this example, which is a 5 by 7, this print with Canva option automatically pops up. Here you can select which pages to print, and it'll show you a mock-up of how it will look. Next, you can choose what paper types that you want, paper finish, and the corners. Lastly, you can choose how many you would want. So maybe you just want 10. And if you want to include envelopes in your order, you can check it off or uncheck it. Next, hit continue, and it'll automatically detect things that they think could be an issue. So for this example, I would recommend following through with expanding the image, so that way the image touches the edge of the paper. Basically, this thin black line is where the paper is going to get cut off, but it's going to print past it to make sure that there's no white edges when it's getting trimmed. And then for this, replace low resolution image. Since this is just a stock image from Canva, I'm not going to do that. But for you, if you have an image that is a better quality, I would recommend using that instead. You can go ahead and download the PDF just to double check if everything looks good on your end. Otherwise, go ahead and add to cart and you can check out from there. And Canva will mail you the designs, and then you can send it off to your family and friends. And that's it.